Hey, Steve Zonardo here with Remax West Zonardo Associates. Just a real quick update on the market. Current inventory, we're at 11,665 units. We're up 5% in inventory, but the biggest change is the sales. Sales are 1,830 units, so we're up 32% since last week. Last week, I believe, it was about 1,100 sales. So, yeah, definitely the market's taken off. We are in the spring market, so we're seeing more sales for sure, which is great. Looking at the market as a whole, like we're selling properties, not a question. We're getting deals done in both countries, which is great. Even we have a few of our listings on the market right now, personal properties of mine that I'm trying to sell off. We're still getting a lot of activity on them. Offers are coming in quite low, to be honest, but ultimately we'll figure it out. A few price adjustments and we'll get the properties done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just kind of looking at the market in general here. I mean, there's the Bank of Canada is still concerned about inflation, which kind of makes sense too, because we're seeing price increases and stuff like that with the market, and so with the price increases and inflation still going up, like rates can't come down. So with rates can't coming down, people are still struggling. I read this interesting article here. Like if you kind of here, Bank of Canada's inflation far from fight is over. This one is Bank of Canada is concerned with the sticky inflation. Says the economists say the market's still too hot, which it is naturally. And then I was reading this article here. Big firms are filing for bankruptcy left and right. I mean, it's a very catchy article naturally, and it's just the beginning. So there was 8 big corporations basically filed for bankruptcy in the last 48 hours here in the U.S. So what's happening is clearly they're over leveraged with debt load. They're banking on a low rate forever, and now this high rate has caught them out, like a lot of investors have. So let's see what happens. I mean, we definitely don't have the crystal ball on this. We're basically taking a sideline to this and kind of watching this from the sideline. We're not going to be playing in this field right now because there's just too much uncertainty, and I don't have a heading. I feel like the Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean, where the compass has no, can't get a direction. It just keeps spinning in circles. So right now we're kind of sitting on the sideline. We're still bullish here naturally in Florida. Actually, Mike Gaddy's in from Toronto, our associate in Remax, that's heading up our Toronto division, is down here because we're looking specifically at land, and we're looking to build for the future here. Building houses rather, so like single family dwellings. So yesterday was basically driving to different sections of Southwest Florida here and looking at lots, which is great. Good thing is here we can buy lots for like $20,000 to $40,000. Cost of build is quite cheap. Like you're talking like 120, let's say 150 per foot. I mean, the profits are not as large as, say, as Toronto when you do sell a property, but ultimately the return on investment is between that 15 and 20%, which is nice money. So clearly you'll have to do more volume here to make, let's say, the same returns back in Canada when you do like one-off builds. But ultimately, volume is where we want to be anyway, and if we can build a sustainable business with volume types building, it's definitely where we want to be for the future. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions regarding the market, please reach out, 647-962-4372. Thank you.